dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Police are still looking for a man they say shot someone in Wolfe County. This prompted lockdowns at several schools earlier today. Police are looking for Pedro Teresis. Police say he is 6 feet tall, 175 pounds, and has brown eyes. He's believed to be driving a newer model 4-door Chevy pickup. Now again, several schools were on lockdown for much of the day because of this. Police say Teresis left the scene of the shooting in the Bethany community before they arrived. No other information about the shooting itself has been released. If you know where Teresis is, you can call 606-784-4127. Now we have an update on a story we first told you about last night at 11. A murder investigation is underway in Letcher County. 59-year-old Angela Roberts of Whitesburg was found dead of an apparent gunshot wound near Dinah Blair Hollow Road Thursday afternoon. Troopers said Roberts' body was taken to the medical examiner's office in Frankfort for an autopsy. Police have not said if they have any suspects. A house fire injures 2 in Powell County. Powell County Emergency Management says a father and a child were hurt in the fire. They tell us the child is in ICU. We do not know the condition of the father. That fire happened this morning at a home at Van Village Mobile Home Park. Officials say the home was destroyed. Fresh off his State of the Union address, President Biden is hitting the road in Pennsylvania to sell his vision for the next 4 years. CBS's Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
In his first rally after his State of the Union address, President Biden remained focused on former President Donald Trump as he prepares for a rematch.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans are trying to take away our freedoms. That's not an exaggeration. Well, guess what? We will not let him.
The president campaigned in Pennsylvania Friday, one of the several battleground states that could determine the November election. Earlier, he was asked whether he would debate Trump, who is likely to clinch the GOP nomination.
It depends on his behavior.
In a fiery State of the Union, President Biden referenced Trump more than a dozen times without using his name, warning of threats to democracy at home and abroad.
Now my predecessor, a former Republican president, tells Putin, quote, do whatever the hell you want.
Trump fired back in a video on social media.
Joe Biden is on the run from his record and lying like crazy to try and escape accountability for the horrific devastation he and his party have created.
Friday, President Biden worked to shore up votes in the Philadelphia suburbs along with the First Lady.
The people who really delivered the election to him were young people and voters of color. And those are the exact groups that we're seeing a lot of lack of enthusiasm for him right now.
George Washington professor Todd Belt says Trump's levels of support also show political warning signs.
Donald Trump never won a presidential election outright. He always had a plurality. He got the right states, but he didn't get the majority.
Both the current president and former will hold dueling rallies in Georgia, another battleground state, on Saturday ahead of the primary there Tuesday. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Next week, the president heads to New Hampshire, Wisconsin, and Michigan. President Biden, meanwhile, criticized Trump for hosting Hungary's right-wing nationalist Prime Minister Viktor Orban at the former president's Mar-a-Lago estate this afternoon. The Kentucky County Clerks Association released a statement on the ongoing issues plaguing the state's new motor vehicle database. Officials say the CAVIS system is working 7 days a week to correct the programming issues. They say inconsistent information is being shared with county clerks by KYTC's Motor Licensing Division. Last week, we reported about the system being down statewide. Since the state rolled out its new motor vehicle database back in January, county clerks across the state have experienced a number of issues. Open Doors Counseling opened its doors in Pikeville, expanding a mission to provide mental health services to LGBTQ+ individuals. The business is back in the Big Sandy region 2 years after vandalism and threats of violence forced owner Kyle May to close the Prestonsburg practice. Working with Moonlight Pathways, he says he was able to bring the safe space for counseling to his hometown with affirming partners that provide strength in numbers.
It has been extremely rewarding to have other business owners come together and show us support and show that they want to have us here, they want to help us be here, and they want to help us feel safe while we're here by showing up in numbers and coming together and being here for one another.
If you or someone you know is in need of the LGBTQ-focused counseling services, you can find more information on our website. Another new business is open in downtown Hazard, and it's one men can especially get excited about. Today, Talon's on Main opened, bringing men's clothes to downtown. Boutique owner Stephanie Callahan says after running Hot Mess Express for the last few years, she felt the need to open a store for men because she knows how hard it is to buy clothes locally for men in her life.
There's nowhere to go get a good pair of dress pants, or like if you've got a funeral, to like a button down, or if you've got prom or dances, these kids are having to drive all the way to Lexington or order online and get just a little button down top or a tie. So I want to have a whole lot of stuff, a lot of different things, so that way you don't have to drive to Lexington.
Talon's on Main is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 6 and on Sundays from noon till 5.
We are tracking some more wet weather this evening, especially along and east of Highway 15. Zooming into a few light to moderate showers close to Louisa, also close to Painesville, pushing into Martin County, also down into Pikeville as well. And a few more light to moderate showers in the Big Sandy Valley, pushing into Dickinson, also Buchanan County, and also close to Wise and Norton over in Wise County at this hour. As we go into this evening, more off and on showers are likely. The good news, no severe weather, but you will see a few showers at times, and lows stay mild in the middle 50s as you wake up tomorrow morning. Also watching out for a few patches of dense fog through late tonight, also early tomorrow as well. Let's go through future view for the first half of your weekend. More showers are likely. Once again, no severe weather tomorrow, but some off and on showers are likely, and some of those could be a little bit heavy as well. Temperatures on your Saturday top outs in the middle to upper 50s, but notice by tomorrow evening, also tomorrow night, some drier and cooler air is on the way as you wake up on Sunday, and lows are close to freezing by Sunday morning in the middle to lower 30s. So your forecast tomorrow, not great. We see some more off and on showers, also some more gloomy weather, and those highs are back to near average in the middle to upper 50s. The better chance for rain will be for the first half of the day, but some drier air is on the way by late tomorrow. Also, as we go into your Sunday, as high pressure begins to take over. And speaking of that high pressure, that will bring some dry weather by Sunday. Also for early next week on Monday and Tuesday. Enjoy that though, because rain chances are once again set to increase, especially by late Thursday, also by this time next week, by next Friday. And here is a look at your 7-day forecast for the weekend, as always in view. Some messy weather tomorrow, but improvements are on the way by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Cooler on Sunday as we spring forward, middle to upper 40s, and check out those lows as you wake up on Monday, upper 20s and lower 30s. But again, some improvements are on the way by Monday and Tuesday. Middle 50s Monday, middle 60s Tuesday, possibly some 70s by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Also watching out for some more showers by this time next week. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. Finally tonight, a Kentucky native is chasing her dreams on American Idol. Kyra Waits was born and raised in Berea and has loved singing since she was a little girl. Waits has auditioned for American Idol before and has been rejected 4 times. But this year, she earned that golden ticket to Hollywood. Since her audition, Waits has seen an outpouring of support not only from her hometown of Berea, but from all across Kentucky. Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight. The ARH Sports Overtime is up next. Have a great weekend.